What's up, everybody? What I want to talk to you guys about today is a 7-part sales process that's going to help you guys close more deals, okay? So a lot of people get into this business, but they don't create a standard procedure for the beginning and end of a sale. And so for you guys that are contacting leads, you're cold calling, you're texting, you're dropping ringless voice messages, there's a million ways that you're going to be reaching out to sellers. But when you get somebody on the hook and they're finally interested in hearing about your services, your offer, whatever it is that you have to offer to the client, a lot of people don't know that there is a 7-part process to closing a deal. And so for you guys that are watching this, this is gonna be able to increase your close ratio by at least 70% if you follow these things step by step, okay? So with that being said, you guys already know the drill. We don't run ads on this show. So for you guys that are watching this right now, we do have a fee. The fee is if you like this and you comment on it, you let us know if we're good, great. All we ask is that you share this video with your friends. So for all my virtual assistants that are watching this as well, this is going to be valuable for you guys too. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, and I'll catch y'all after the intro.
Got my bell vines on the gas, all my homies want the throne, so sometimes we bound to clash. But we go through it, then we leave it in the past, cause we only see the future and we coming for that ass.
You see the leaves fall off, you thought the family tree would die, but the roots run deep below ground zero, that's the vibes. This never dies. No one knows how this all started, they just see us flex online. They play chess, we built the chessboard, every move you make is mine.
So I'm gonna break down the science for you guys real fast, because I think that this is gonna be super crucial to you guys that are really trying to get the idea of how to close more deals. And this is gonna help you create the most important form of marketing as well, which is the word of mouth marketing, guys. And that right there is the most inexpensive thing that you'll ever do to close more deals. And so guys, there's a 7-part process to this, and I'm gonna help you guys identify exactly how that works. Whether you're contacting somebody who has high equity or they're behind on taxes, all of these things are gonna be crucial in helping you identify who your client is, how your product compels that client, what kind of impression that you're able to leave on that individual, as well as the service that you're going to be able to provide to be able to get the deal to the closing table, and then get a referral because of the immaculate service that you delivered to that client, okay? And so guys, I call this the 7-part sales process. You can actually apply this to a business map, but it starts off very simple, okay? So number 1 is people. Number 2 is place. Number 3 is price. Number 4 is promotion. Number 5 is product. Actually, what is that? 1, 2, people, place, price, promotion. People, place, price, product, promotion. And then process. Sorry, I always mess up on this because it's so many P's, right? And then the last one, guys, is physical evidence. And so we're gonna be breaking this thing down from the top all the way to the bottom. And I'm gonna show you guys how you can use this to flow through an entire call, okay? And so guys, the way this works is people. Number 1, people means who is your seller demographic, okay? Who is the client that deserves your business? And this is with anything, whether you're selling t-shirts, books, magazines, or gym equipment, whatever it is that you're selling, who is that individual that is going to be compelled by your product? So by identifying people, what you figure out in your business is, who is my seller? And so that took me years of doing, guys. I had to figure this out through years of marketing. But my seller, and this is just to hook you guys up, is normally delinquent on taxes. They're tax delinquent. On top of that, they're over the age of 65. That is my seller. That is the person that always seems to appeal to the postcards that we send out, to the cold calling that we do. This list right here, the over 65 tax delinquent list, always seems to be the most highest converting thing. And so if you guys are closing deals and you're watching this, if you're trying to close more deals, reverse engineer this process. Go back in time and tell me what list that each individual seller that you closed in the past was on. Because what you're doing right there is you're creating that pattern so that you can identify who those people are and who is your seller demographic. Once you figure that out, you can hone in and double down on this type of marketing. So number one is knowing the people that you're marketing to. And so guys, this next part right here is place. There's a time and place for literally everything in this business. And what that means, guys, is a lot of you are marketing right now, but you're doing it in the wrong market. Being able to understand if my area is an area where people thrive, I mean, dude, just knowing that is going to help me out by identifying whether I should switch my product. If I go to a place, okay, and let's say it's a freaking ice skating rink and it's super cold, do you think I'm going to sell slushies? You see what I'm saying? Why would I sell a cold beverage in a cold area? And so for you guys that may not understand this, if you open up a lemonade stand, where are you going to get the most business, the biggest bang for your buck? In places where people are dehydrated. So if I'm going to be operating in the correct market, what I want to do is match my product to the market because the market is calling for something. And so a lot of you guys are spending way too much money on this part right here without fully understanding that your market may not be your best market. It may be the place in another area that is actually going to be receptive to your marketing efforts that you're doing. And so being able to understand whether or not you're in the right place is a really big thing. If you guys are wondering how we do this in our company, we always look at the cash solds as well as the increase in properties values. And you can do all of this on PropStream. I'll go ahead and I'll link a video above so that you guys can check that video out. If you're wanting to figure out whether or not your market is a fireplace to market in, I will go ahead and explain that in that video that I posted a while ago. You want to make sure that you watch that all the way through. Now guys, where a lot of people fail, and this is, again, just so you guys know, this is knowing your area. Is your area a place where you can thrive? Now your price, right? What is the amount of money that your product is priced at? And is it competitive? And so guys, I'll tell y'all right now, when it comes to your price is also an accumulation of service. You have to be able to identify what it is that your product is and what service does it deliver to justify the price point that you are giving to your sellers. And guys, if you're doing marketing right now, this is something that's so imperative. You have to be able to identify who are these people that are buying into my shit, right? And so let me give you guys an example. I tried doing the mastermind thing so many times, right? And guys, y'all know me. I appeal to a lot of the guys that are just getting into this business. I also show people how to scale. I do all kinds of stuff. This isn't a pitch fest, but I'm letting y'all know I launched a mastermind 3 times. The first time I launched it, it was priced at $10,000 a head. The second time I launched it, I priced it at $1,000 a month. First time was $10,000 a month. Second time was $3,000 a month. Guys, I realized that I wasn't priced correctly to meet my audience demographic, right? And so guys, I run a mastermind now and I'm fully thriving in it. I have 155 people that are a part of this mastermind that I'm helping close deals all of the time. And that right there to me was priced correctly. Rather than doing it for $10,000 a month or $3,000 a month, we priced this thing at a grand slam $97 a month. Because through the amount of sales that I've done in education alone, I realize that that is the demographic of the client who follows me, guys. So what is your price point? What are you offering these sellers? What are you going to deliver with them to justify the price point that you are giving these sellers? And how does the price point compel the client? And so that's something that you guys got to understand. And for you guys that are wanting to join the mastermind, it's $97 a month. There's no commitment. Make sure you click the link in the description below. And guys, if y'all are wanting value like this, I deliver this shit in depth inside of the mastermind. I have over probably 1,000 hours of content in there. I'm not pitching, guys. I don't care if you want to get inside of it, but I want to make sure that it's available to y'all for when you guys are like, okay, Q, YouTube is fire, but let's see what else he's about. So that's there for you guys, okay? The next thing is promotion. A lot of people mess up here, guys. This is so important. Promotion is a fancy way of saying your marketing efforts. For a lot of people that get into this industry, they don't know how to market themselves correctly. How is your demographic receptive to your marketing efforts? Your level of promotion has to be able to tell this person, I am here. I am your guy. If you're going through something, this is who I am and this is how I'm able to help you. And so guys, the way that you promote things is also catered to the client. So if I have somebody who's over 65 years old, I can guarantee you they've had the same phone number since 1990. However, I also know that if they are a millennial like myself, I don't know if you guys are guilty of this, I am, but I don't really check my mail anymore, right? And so because I was born into the idea of emails and internet and computers, it's more receptive for me to get an email and open it up versus going to my mailbox and checking the physical mail that I get. And so some of you guys are marketing to 40-year-old clients, 50-year-old clients using direct mail marketing, and these people are not receptive to the idea of having to open up direct mail. And so we found massive success sending direct mail to people who are over the ages of 65. And that right there is promotion. It's identifying who my seller demographic is and then matching my promotional efforts to that individual so that they can see that I am here and I am of service and I'm a product for them. Think about all of the people that you know, guys, that are in their 30s and 40s, right? Look at any old school horror movie, 1980s slasher movies. All of them, they get inside of the house. You always see the nice lady. She gets inside the house. She takes off her coat and then she presses play on what? The freaking answering machine, right? And what is she listening to? She's listening to a voicemail that she got before she gets murdered, which is something that we don't want, but it happens in every single murder movie, right? Like every slasher that we see in the old school 80s, they're all looking at their voice messages. So if I know that my seller demographic is between the ages of 40 or 50 and let's say 45, I will try RVM and I will separate that data by demographic. And so for you guys that are wanting the direct mail plug, make sure you check the comment section. It's there for you. For you guys that are wanting to drop ringless voice messages, make sure you check the comment section. It's there for you. But for y'all that are wondering how you're able to separate these sellers by age, you can get that data at thedatafleet.com. Thedatafleet.com. Click the link inside of the bio. I leave so much resources for you guys there. I want y'all to know that it's there. Now the next thing, guys, is product. This right here is a combination of service and verification. Now, service and verification means this is what I'm able to give you. Verification says you are doing business with me. And so guys, man, I wish I had these contracts printed out, but you know what? Actually, follow me to the other room real quick. Come on, I'll show you guys what's up. Let's get it. All right, guys, so this right here, by the way, this is my team. Y'all say what's up. How's it going? This right here is our amendment of contract agreement. And I know you guys can't see much, but there's our company header. There's our company colors, which is black and gold, black and yellow. This is our company website. And these are our Instagram and Facebook handles, as well as the website to our actual company. This right here is the verification process, and why it's so imperative is it's going to verify when somebody's doing business with you, okay? And so I wanted to show you guys this so that y'all can understand. It's one thing to be able to say that I'm gonna provide a service. It's another thing to say, how can I be verified that I did business with Infinity Cash Offer? Guys, everything that we do, all the way down to the pens and pencils that our company uses, our company shirts, our company hats, literally guys, we have the whole thing decked out all the way to the T, is what helps us close more deals, guys, because people want to know that they did business with a reputable company. You have to be able to provide not just the service, which is what you offer on top like an incentive, but verification that you are the one to do business with. All right? And now guys, there's a process for everything. I already went over this process video. I talked about the 7 departments of a wholesaling company. I talked about leads. That's where it starts. I talked about marketing. And then I talked about acquisition. And then we talked about CRM. And then we talked about dispo. And then we moved over to transaction coordination. And then we moved on to the last one, which was revenue, guys. This is the money. And then it circles back in and you start the process all over again. Create a process for every part of your business. This is going to allow for you to systemize the structure of what you do in your company on a day-to-day basis, okay? And now guys, the last one, and I'm gonna leave you guys with this. This is so heavy. Physical evidence. When I go to a restaurant and I buy my food, if it's a high-end restaurant, they give me a thank you card that says, hey, thank you so much for choosing our restaurant, eating at our restaurant. We really enjoyed you here at our establishment. Not only that, guys, they give me my receipt. Physical evidence is the verification that you have done business with a client. This is when business is served. Okay? So what you do when you verify something is you want to make sure that you over deliver. So all of our guys get a closing packet. We deliver it, hand deliver that to the client. They also get a gift card at their favorite steakhouse. Typically it's a $50 gift card. On top of that, we write them a giant thank you letter that says, thank you so much for trusting our company with your business. We're super excited that you decided to go with us in the process of selling your home. We'd love the opportunity to be able to buy more properties. Kindly think of us in the future. And just doing that, sending them the gift card, sending them a bottle of tequila, a box of cookies, and a place where they can go. It could even be a movie card where they can take their whole family out to see a movie. If you know that you're making $10,000 on somebody's house, it's so imperative, guys, that you invest into this, because guess what this is gonna do? This right here creates the most important form of marketing, guys. Guess what? Word of mouth. And that, my friends, drives more leads into this system so that you can replicate it all over again. And so I hope you guys got value from this. Again, if y'all have any questions about this process, or if y'all want me to go in depth on each one, like I'm talking like some serious depth, I'm down to create a probably a full-blown YouTube course on how you guys can really analyze these things, because it's one thing to understand the concepts. That's all I give you guys. But it's another thing to get walked through the process of building out the concept. With that being said, I hope you guys got value from this video. I'll see y'all on the next one. Let's get it.